Biggest takeaway from yesterday? Jenna Ellis can fill out a shirt. Jesus, lady. Oh, don't. Oh, Jesus. Look. I do not deny my biology, okay? It is my nature. This is what this channel is for. And fellas, I got your back, okay? Because that's how you end up making the weirdos. By sitting there telling them, oh no, you can't, you have to ignore what's directly in front of you. I'm sorry, I can't. I was distracted. Jenna Ellis is, right. But either way, speaking of the ladies, yes, I did go and get the footage that I was talking about in the previous video, Interesting Day in GA, and that wasn't the only place where everything was really just coming to a head at. Yesterday was actually rather historic, and like I said in that video, there's a big chance that, we're seeing that tide really begin to turn and shift now. But in Michigan, as you can see around there, Trump attorney Rudy Giuliani, multiple witnesses appear at Michigan voter fraud hearing. That one definitely had quite a bit of meat on the bone as well. So, ma'am, take it away.
Officials should be condemning.
Question, Representative?
Sir.
I'm asking you, what is your question?
No, I don't have a question. I would like
If you don't have a question, then we're going to move on, Representative.
No, that is not fair, sir.
Representative Riley?
Yeah, see, that energy that you're picking up from the shaved head lady, yeah, that's what's really controlled urban America for the past 40, 50 years. That, I'm gonna have my say. How dare, and really in a lot of ways bullying. It's the way femininity bullies is by, just hopping on a high horse and riding it till the sun comes up.
Our elected officials should be condemning, not...
I'm sorry, you're out of order, Representative. You're out of order. You're out of order. You don't have a question, you're out of order. Representative, you're out of order. You're out of order, Representative.
Yeah, that lady was sitting there screaming, just going bananas when it came down to the people talking about they need to be under oath. And when Giuliani retorts, they've all signed affidavits and they've sworn to, be telling the truth in this. It just wasn't enough. I preach on this channel quite a bit about maintaining your cool, like remaining calm, because when you go off on tangents like this, there's no way you don't look guilty.
Mr. Giuliani. Hi again.
Hello.
Do you think that both you and the president are honest men?
Bruh, what this right here is the gaslighting, the projection. We talk about it a lot on the channel because yes, sis, I'm going to dig in your ass a little bit because you're the problem and the women like you. This is Maxine Waters, right? This quote unquote black femininity and black feminism. We're so hurt. We're so we're so attacked. We are the least protected class in the entire nation. Really? Because guess what? Within these spaces, you have been allowed to reach these heights, to whereas you are sitting in these seats of power within your state. But for some strange reason, really, as a group, you're just unprotected and bewildered out here in these streets. I don't fucking buy it, and I never have. When you grow up in it, you see it differently because it's just every day. But once you realize, the nonsense around you, how none of it really makes sense at that same biological level that I was talking about when speaking of, Jenna Ellis's shirt. It's like, wait, no. All of this is wrong. But because of the overpowering energy that they tend to bring, which is always negative, always demeaning, very, very harsh and aggressive, they tend to get their way. Because guess what? At that same biological level, which I spoke of at the beginning and just got finished mentioning, we don't want to bring, we know we can't bring physical harm upon them due to our inherent acknowledgement of, that whole, yeah, she has a ovary and wombs and vulva and shit.
Do I really have to answer that question? Yes.
Representative C.A. Johnson. Representative.
Answer it.
Representative, do you have a point?
Let him answer it. Oh, no. Like, yo, seriously. Hold on. Go on.
Men. Do I really have to answer that question? Yes.
Representative C.
Sorry, just gonna soak in a little bit more Jenna Ellis before we move on to the next piece. All right, so hold on. You know what? Let's give old girl at the front of this. Thank you a lot about with Crowder. I'll leave a link to Steven's channel at the bottom right here. But let's get into a little bit of old girl from the beginning of this one right here.
My role with Dominion was to assist with IT for the election. Approximately 4 o'clock, the garage door of the TCF Center opened. The counting room in the TCF Center is in the basement. So when the garage door opened, a van pulled up. Food never came out of these vans.
Yes, what's your point of order, Representative?
We have these people coming in here testifying, making claims. They should be under, we should have them under, what do you call it?
Oh.
Under oath.
Representative, we don't do
How do you miss the word oath? It's so easy.
that. Representative, we're not going to do that. You're out of
I have
order.
an affidavit.
You're out of order, Representative.
She has an affidavit under oath.
Representative.
There was a point in the night where, Samuel, and Nick said that there was a big data loss. They started freaking out, stepped off the stage, got on their phones. Nick sent Samuel over to this warehouse for about 3 hours. When he got back, I said, "Where were you? Where'd you go?" And he's like, nothing, they just needed my help. What I believe is it wasn't a data loss. It was actually when they found out Trump was ahead 100,000 votes. Something very, very suspicious too, must I add, that we were not allowed to wear name tags at all. We were not allowed to talk about who we worked for. They were very secretive. They didn't want anybody knowing anything about them.
Yeah, and this woman is from the Dominion. She was I believe a subcontractor for Dominion Voting. So we have sworn affidavits from people. We have the tapes that we've gone over that we went over in the other video. But this
Universe.
pause. This is Teach. I believe her name is Parent. No, her name is Parent. She's in the Georgia state legislature, and this is directly after the reveal of the videos. And I gotta say, once again, a carrying theme of this video is that, when you're in the wrong, the more you lash out and the more you try to fight, the worse it tends to look for you.
Universe that we don't have a lot of evidence of, frankly, and there's a lot of misinformation or misstatements even being disseminated by some witnesses, probably in good faith. But when you investigate further, you realize that this is really not a surprise, because if you've read the affidavits that have been filed with a lot of these lawsuits, what you will find is that people see things that they think are suspicious, but they do not understand the elections process in Georgia.
So this is gaslighting. This is gaslighting at its top level. She's just like, well, you don't recognize what you're seeing right there. Here in Georgia, you just pull suitcases out and start counting ballots from out of those suitcases from underneath the table. That's just how we roll out here. And if you from the outside come looking in, it'll might look a little strange to you, but this is how we do it.
And once that gets investigated, you find out that what they have actually seen are things unfolding the way that they should be. And I just would like to mention just a couple of those things. First of all, in the video...
you can hear her crying. You can hear her crying through the mask. I'm sorry, Miss Teach or Parent. Miss, I'm like, I know her. Like, it's L something Parent. I'll look her up, but not attractive enough to really like warrant like making a whole thing of it. But yeah, our last name's Parent.
That we were shown, as I mentioned to our Whip Gooch, the Secretary of State has issued many statements about all those things that were raised in the video. And the Secretary of State...
How does the Secretary of State raise questions about a video that the Secretary of State hasn't seen?
Says our monitor was there, and in fact, since this morning, they've identified the person. It's a young white guy between 25 and 30 wearing a blue jacket that is in the video. That is their monitor that was there the whole time. Some people have filed affidavits not understanding that there is a duplication process when ballots can't be scanned, when they're torn, when they're UOCAVA ballots, because then when they're UOCAVA...
And absolutely nothing that this woman says can circumvent or supersede the fact that they just got finished world premiere. First time ever seeing the video of the ballots being taken from underneath the table. Like, it is delicious, guys. With that being said, we're going to bring this one to an end. All the internet stuff. If you like to toss it a like, dislike, go ahead, do that too. Nobody's scared of you. Sub if you enjoy my fantastic voice. You want to get videos like this every single day. Share because sharing is caring. And YouTube and Bitchute and like are the biggest fans of your boy over here for very obvious reasons. Bang the bell for notifications. Get something from the Teespring. Check me out on Patreon as well. Link in the description. And speak. Let me know. What do you guys think in the comments? Yeah, seriously, Jenna Ellis. Good job, sweetheart, being hot. And secondly, as far as all of what we're seeing and the lack of news coverage on it's astounding but not unanticipated, which is why I do these videos, why the internet does what it does for free speech, because a lot of people just don't pay this kind of attention, and you really should. Because, history happens every single day, right? But you may disagree. And that's what my comment section's for. Until the next one.